All right, everyone, welcome back to the Geezer Hood. Quick housekeeping items. Remember, if you like what you watch, make sure to check like on that video, and please do subscribe to our channel because, as we have made light of many times on this show, we are brought to you by no sponsors, just the three of us. So, if you guys remember from back in your days of watching PBS, we were literally brought to you by viewers like you.
We're going to
And
have to do a pledge drive, the Geezer Talk pledge drive.
with the Jerry Lewis Futurama head hosting the show.
Hi, I've got a call here. Caller, you'd like to donate?
Tax
All right.
deductible.
Phones are
Geezer
ringing.
Talk is a nonprofit organization.
I cannot independently verify if that's accurate. We'll get back to that. But let's introduce you. Leading off, representing the boomers from the Geezer Burbs on the edge of Metro Los Angeles, it's Ripe Old Rich.
That's me. That's me, fresh from my annual wellness exam.
Oh, we don't want to know details.
No, good results so far.
Okay,
See what
good.
the labs show.
All right. And from the Geezer Burbs of Denver, representing D Generation X, it's DJ Slats.
What's up? What's up? I did not go
Yep.
in for my annual yet, so things are good.
Yeah, I've got my annual. I need to actually probably schedule that in case it takes them like 8 or 9 weeks to get me on the books.
Oh, yeah, doctor appointments are not quick and no.
No, I
Mine
got
turned
to tell you,
into.
I was
Go
in,
ahead.
I went to my daughter's doctor this morning. Getting her a follow-up exam from when she wasn't feeling well the other week. And it's a different
Who's that? Your
environment.
daughter, right?
Yeah, it's got to be different with older doctors' offices because it certainly is when I've gone to the doctor, but the amount of resilience to pain and tolerance for awful sounds you've got to have work in a pediatrician's office. Seriously, kids screaming,
Mm-hmm.
kids playing video games on their phones without earphones, kids pretending to cough, kids touching everything and sneezing. Those are some unsung heroes working. So shout out to everyone working in a pediatrician's office.
Those doctors need to have lots of lollipops.
They do. Something else I was thinking about, Slat. So you go by DJ Slat, so very Gen X-y, late 70s, 80s heydays. I was thinking maybe a new name for you. I was thinking, since this is Geezer Talk and you are definitely a geezer, how about Suburban Slats? What do you think of that?
No. I'm not in
No?
suburban, dude. I'm in an area that's I got deer running through my house. Not through my house, I should say through my yard. I'm not in like your typical track homes. So I am in suburbia, but I'm not really in suburbia.
All right. We'll scratch that suggestion.
DJ Slats was given to me. That nickname was given to me in the 7th grade by my drafting teacher, Mr. Robson. If you're out there, best teacher I ever had in my life.
Very good. Speaking of living in suburbs or maybe not suburbs, Ripe Old Rich has suggested our first topic for the show. I heard he wants to torment, everyone kind of in my generation, talk about housing costs. Back in my day, when a house cost 30 grand.
Well, I just happened to see an article, so I can't take credit for this, but I did see it online, and a couple interesting things. 1940, so we're going way back, right? Pre-World War II, really, or right at the beginning of it. And
Yeah, but weren't you already like on your second or third job by 1940?
yeah, 44% of Americans owned a home. In 1960, it went up to 62%. And I think a lot of that was because when when the GIs came back from the war, they started to build affordable houses, right? And they had the GI Bill, right? Which was basically letting people get houses under a mortgage if they were in the service, I believe. You get a VA mortgage, they called it. You could get a VA mortgage.
They're
And
still
the
around.
house, the houses became very standard. I grew up in a house that was built by a guy named Levitt, which was one of the first big developments or big developers after World War II. They called them cardboard cities because they were
Mhm.
like cardboard cutouts. All the houses, there were like 3 different models and thousands of these. The first one was Levittown, New York, and he built affordable houses. Our first house that I remember, we bought it in 1959. Willingboro, New Jersey. It was a town that was built by Levitt. It was his third Levitt development. And I think my parents paid $14,000 for this house. 3 bedrooms, no central air, but a nice house for the times. And then we moved uptown like 7 years later or something for $24,000. But the median, I believe it was the median cost of a house in 1960 was 11,900. And if you equate it to pricing today, I believe it's like 180,000 or something. I don't have the article quite in front of me, but that took into consideration inflation. So you can see, that housing prices have grown much more so in price than you would, standard inflation, if you will. Housing's gone crazy over the years, and income has not kept up with the increases in the house costs. That's for sure. Especially out in California where I live, it's crazy.
I maybe should have had this plan, but I think it was Amazon. Maybe has a house pre-built. I think it was Amazon. Maybe it was Elon Musk or someone. 60 grand. It comes in a box. And you just open up, unfold the walls, and boom, it's there. It's ready to go. It's like 300 square feet. I mean, it was pretty
Is it
nice.
been
They have these little apartments in New York that I, they have like, I don't know what the square footage is, a couple hundred, and you have a ladder to go to your bedroom or
Mm-hmm.
something. It's higher
Mm-hmm.
up. It's like nothing. I
Yep.
remember my nephew's first apartment in New York. You couldn't stand straight in the bathroom.
Yep.
almost like a tiny home? You see lots of those on these
Yeah,
home improvement
Right.
channels.
Yeah.
They
Tiny homes. Yeah.
build them prefabricated out in the woods. Yeah, like I think probably that 50 to 60 grand range you just mentioned, slats,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they climb up bunk bed ladder and they go into a loft. There's a bed up there, and you have like a little kitchen and a couch and a can downstairs.
You know the thing I couldn't stand with a tiny home? Not having a man cave. There's no way I could do a tiny home. I need my space.
Yeah, I don't think I
well,
could
I know for
either.
one, your wife's glad about it because she gets to get rid of you for a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We love each
Yeah,
other,
I'm
but we just
quite
have our
certain I will
space.
never have
Yeah,
In
Doug moved
California.
up in life there. DJ Slats. DJ
Yeah.
Slats has a winner at home.
Yeah.
no.
I
Colorado.
met her.
Housing,
She's
housing in Los
she's a
Angeles.
nice lady.
Yeah,
Yep.
housing in Los Angeles. No basements, and normal people do not use their garage for cars. They use it for extra shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Because they have no space in their house.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. But I
hmm
am pleased to report I
Blessed.
do park my car in the garage. Lots of neighbors think I'm odd.
Really? They're all outside and
Just
yours
about
is
everybody
inside?
parks their car outside. I mean,
Wow.
in the immediate vicinity where I look both directions, like down the street and across the street, there's only one house that consistently uses the garage for both of their cars,
Wow.
and they're from Wisconsin. They're used to leaving a car outside
Winter.
being the death of a car in the winter.
Yeah. Right. Yep. Yeah. We get 2 feet of snow. You don't want to dig out your car. Yeah. That's crazy. That's an
Yep.
interesting topic. I never thought of that. Well, my parents, it's funny. When I grew up in SoCal, I guess they parked outside too. I don't think they parked in the garage. I never thought of that. I never put 2 and 2 together.
I hadn't taken those with either. Here's an interesting topic on point with back in the day in housing costs. We're going to play a little game called School Photos. So the assignment
This is a
was
game?
each of us comes up with an elementary school photo. And the game is how many of the classmates in the picture can you name? So it'll coming up on screen here now. And Ripe Old Rich, since you were the oldest and you've had the most time to forget, why don't you go first? So we've got your third grade photo from
Third grade.
Buckingham School from 1964 and 65. How many of those classmates can you name? And
Well, I can
can
tell
you
you,
identify yourself? You still know what you look like.
yes. I don't have it on the screen. I don't see it,
Check your phone.
um, but the answer is I know where I'm at, and I
Slats, do you
know
have it?
I do.
pretty much everybody.
Slats has it. He has the text.
I don't know why I don't have it. There's DJ Slats. Where's my? Oh, there it is. I don't know why it was that way.
Hey!
I had to go to the right, swipe it to the right. It wasn't. You sent it in the same text. I didn't know that. So that was not a
That's
technology.
some
Swipe
geezer
to the
talk,
right.
right?
It wasn't
Swipe,
a techno mess up. I didn't realize. Yes,
swipe
I
to the
am
right.
I'm the second person on
Wait,
the
do you swipe right or
top
swipe
row.
left? I don't remember anymore.
I
I
don't
just
even
swipe
know.
right. I swipe. Well, actually, you swipe to the left. So
He
I'm the
completely
second
missed the
person
joke.
on the top row from the second person from the left. Um,
The girl next to
that's
you, her eyes
that's
closed.
that's Michelle next to me. Monica on the other side of me. Mrs. Huddleston, my third grade teacher.
Oh
Mr.
my!
Budgie, the principal. Linda S. Doug D. Joanna B. Nancy W., who also is a fellow Terp like
How?
I am.
How
Buddy
do you know
E.
this?
Sandra H. Charlie D.
Charlie
Not
D. That
sure
sounds
if
like a
that
DJ's name.
Charlie D. I'm not sure the one next to him. That's Jeff G., one of my best friends that year. Ronnie C., who lives in Costa Rica now. KB, Pam C., Lyndon H., Catherine S.,
What?
Pam G., is that Jimmy I? Jimmy I think. Uh,
How?
Rachel, I can't remember. Steve E. That's
Stevie?
Michelle. Michelle S. again. There's two pictures of her. She was next to me, and then she's down on that next to the bottom row. I am not sure the one next to her. Robert M. His father was a minister, had a big cross on the front of their house. Marcy F., Marcia H., Catherine M.,
How?
Richard C.,
Rich.
David
Rich.
D., Paula J.,
All right, can we call the
not
fight? I
sure,
think this
Linda
fight's over.
D., and Tony D.
Okay.
So
Throw the
Tony D and Stevie were DJ rappers in the 70s, but how did you know all these people's names?
because we went from like first grade to fourth grade. Most of us were in the same class. We were in the quote, I think the smart class. Somehow I snuck in there. But it was a pretty well knit community. Town. Um, basic suburbia. By the end, it got to be about 50,000 people, so it wasn't a tiny little town. But when I was a little kid in elementary school, you knew everybody. You knew everybody.
I'm looking. Go ahead, JB. You can throw mine
All
up
See,
right,
there.
Slats,
now
you're
they
up.
can remember. I have a decent memory for long term
Your class
I
looks a
memory.
could.
lot smaller, Slats.
I'm in the front row, third from the left, and I can tell you there is not one kid in this picture. And I apologize to anybody that may be watching
Could
this.
smile a
I
little.
I don't know any of these kids. I don't. I remember some faces, like the kid second on the top row. I kind of remember him. I had a friend, my best friend as a kid, John Noy was his name, and I did not see him. This is what grade? What grade was this again?
Second,
I think
grade
he moved
two.
around. I think he maybe moved around third, fourth grade. So yeah, he might be in this picture to be honest. But he moved to Minnesota because his dad worked for GM. And that's all I remember. Remember, this is 70 what 576 here. There was no text messaging. There was no emailing. He was gone. Like he moved.
Excuses.
Huh? Say again, JB?
Excuses.
No, but I'm just
That
saying he was
Excuses.
gone. And
Excuses.
I did not hear nothing from him until maybe 10 years ago. And we connected on Facebook.
Social media, right?
Social media,
Right.
we connected. And then we actually went to, he lives in Minnesota, or the Twin Cities. We went to a Dodger Twins game. It was actually the 10,000th victory in the Dodgers history. Little side note. But I hadn't seen the guy in 40 years.
You remember the first, right?
Oh, yeah, Rich was there for the first.
Well, yeah. Well, look, social media, that connected me with a lot of people too. What I
Sure.
did was I posted that third grade picture you guys have seen on Facebook or something. And, this person who I was friends with shared it with that person. And so there's about probably 1, 2, 3, 4, there might be 5 or 6 people that I'm actually friends with on Facebook
That's cool.
from that picture. And I know one of them watches our episodes all the time, Linda S. Hi, Linda S. I think you're in Wisconsin now.
Shout
So
out to
she'll
Linda
probably be
S.
watching it.
in Wisconsin, and I hope you park your car in the garage in the wintertime, as we discussed earlier.
Go
And
Badgers, right?
there's a few others.
Go
few others
Badgers.
though. Ronnie, like I said,
You've
she
already
lives
won.
in
Yeah, no doubt. You won,
Ronnie.
Rich. Your
All right,
memory,
all right.
your memory is
I'm giving
impeccable.
shout outs to people.
I mean, JB,
Ronnie
you were in
in
second
Costa
grade
Rica.
like 6 years ago, so you probably still are friends with everybody.
Oh no, I don't talk to these little twerps anymore. But
What about?
Oh.
Do we have a
I can
picture
beat
from
Slats.
your?
I can beat
Don't
slats.
you have
I
a picture
remember
from your
some-
elementary school?
Yep, I sent along. This is from, I believe, second grade. Let's see. See, to my right, that's Vincent. To my left, don't know. One more left of that, that's Philip. Let's see, directly behind me, I think that's Julia. Let's see, two to the right of her, I think that's Jenny. And
Jenny.
the teacher's Miss Barfield. And then I think two second to the right was Barfield. I think that was Nick Mead. And then I don't think
What's
I
the matter with
recognize
you guys?
anybody
You
else.
don't know your. Jeez.
Oh no, I remember Todd. So all right, I beat Slats. That's all that matters. I'm not going
Who
to
was your teacher?
not
Who was
remember
your
everyone
teacher?
in the class.
Who was the teacher?
Miss Barfield.
Miss Barfield. Was she a good teacher?
She was kind of mean. I remember that, but she wasn't the most
So you
popular.
didn't. So you
I
didn't
think I
like
did
her.
well in her class, but I don't. She was.
The rumor
was
is
hard.
you were pretty smart, from what I understand.
Maybe that might help. But she was a hard ass. But anyways, we're getting short on time. Rich is decked out in some Dodger stuff. Slats has a Dodgers hat,
It was a
and
good weekend to be a Dodger.
today, as of Monday's recording time, May 6th, Dodgers fresh off a 3-game home sweep of the Braves. And Bueller.
Bueller.
Back. Right.
Let's go.
Yes. First time expected to start in about 2 years.
2 years,
That
June
was
of
700 days or something.
2022. June
Yeah.
of 2022, because he had that was his second Tommy John surgery. People
That's
don't
right.
remember that.
Let's hope and pray.
All right, we've got
Let's hope and
about
pray.
5 minutes left. Rich, take it away. What are your thoughts on most recent weekend series with Dodgers, and what do you want to see out of Walker Buehler tonight?
Well, I think the Dodgers played really well. The bats were definitely out. Mookie Betts, a little bit of a slump right now, but still getting on base, and of course Shohei Ohtani has really heated up. I saw the home run he hit yesterday, Sunday, 464 feet. The ball just jumps off this guy's bat. Amazing. Will Smith stayed hot. Freddie Freeman's gotten hot again, warming up. They brought up this rookie, Andy Pages, Pages, I guess how you pronounce it.
He's not just rookie anymore. He is a vital contributor.
Give him a real number. Get him a real number.
Yeah, that guy's really hitting well. Won the game on Friday night, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So he's playing well. they've got some starting pitching that's, I think, performing pretty well. I mean, Glasnow is leading the league in victories, 6-1. He's pitching really well. Got great stuff. So keep this guy healthy. You've got a lot of guys making contributions. Yesterday, Paxton pitched well.
Very well.
Yeah.
And Paxton's been given some length too.
Yeah.
That's right. He has.
And we roughed up their number one. So kudos.
Yeah, it was a good weekend to be a Dodger fan. We'll see how Buehler does tonight. My hope is 5 innings, 2 runs or less. I think that would be.
It's the Miami Marlins. We should just wipe them out. You know, they got rid of their best hitter. That team is pathetic, just like the Colorado Rockies.
I think you got to keep the expectations reasonable with Buehler. They're going to be take it very slow with him.
I would guess probably 75 pitches is the most we're going to let him toss. So if he averages 15 an inning, which is what you typically want, get through 5 healthy, shake some rust off. I mean, the Dodgers should be able to score more than 2 runs against Marlins pitching. So I agree with Right Bold Rich. And good weekend for sure. Be a high quality team. And the only thing I'll say, and I know this continues to frustrate us and pretty much Dodger fans everywhere, that extra inning struggles. Friday night, we saw this on display. The top of the 10th inning, Atlanta's retired 1-2-3 in order. They got the free runner from second in because they made productive outs. Dodgers, they're swinging for the fences. Only 2 guys in extra innings Friday night weren't swinging for the fences. Ohtani just got a bat in the damn ball, brings in the free runner, send it to 11th. Pages, again, some youth showing, but you love the rookie's courage in the moment. Just swinging at anything and everything out of the zone, fouling it
Staying
off.
alive.
Love the confidence.
Staying alive.
There's some beauty talk. Love the confidence. Love the confidence of staying alive and the confidence that he can do that and demand that they throw a pitch to him. They threw a pitch to him. Kind of jammed him, but muscled it in.
Fought it off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say Friday night, after we got out in the 9th, I turned it off. I went upstairs and started getting ready for bed. I missed. No, come on. We know the record in the extra innings.
Yeah, they're not good in extra
innings.
We're
not.
It was nice to get the win.
I went upstairs. My wife says, it's game over. I go, no, they're in extra. She goes, oh, turn it on. So I turned it on in the 11th. I missed the 10th. So I did see us win. Yeah. It's just
one thing that I don't understand.
Frustrating.
Nobody bunts. Bunts are gone.
Get the guy to third. I know. Exactly. Get him to third.
Especially if the team in the top of the inning hasn't scored.
Yes.
That's what I would do.
Just put him on the
guys. I get that, but
small ball.
Second base, though, they figure take 3 chances. He's already in scoring position. Unless it's like Right Bold Rich or DJ Slats on second base, you would hope they can score from there.
Sac fly gets the run in.
Right.
From third.
Get the guy to third. And, and then they draw the infield in, too.
Yeah.
So you have a better chance of getting a hit.
So that did come into play this weekend. A drawn-in infield would have been...
Mookie Betts, I think, got a hit.
Would have been a for sure out at first. allowed runners to score.
Yep. Small ball can win the game when you need it. And as you just like you just said, JB, they shoot for the fences every time.
That's
Great
right.
book, if you haven't read it, is called The Glory of Their Times. It's about old-time baseball players from the turn of the century in 1900s. And the book is based on recordings that were interviews that were given from some of these guys. And these guys, not all great superstars, but they talk about how the game was small ball back then and how guys didn't strike out and how guys bunted and how guys ran and how the game changed. And that was written I think in the 1960s. And it even applied then how the game had changed.
So some good reading recommendations of a book from back
in the day,
Right Bold Rich, and some reminiscence of Right Bold Rich and DJ Slats about small balls. And we'll leave you with that. We'll see you next time on Geezer Talk.